the supplies, Lend-Lease materials, coming via sort of the Greenland way, sort of Iceland, Denmark, Strait sort of area. So that would be, yeah, congrats on the grad job. That's it. It's not my grad job. Yeah, I'm just into the modern submarine craft, and you're pretty much stuck with cold waters. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of what we did during the last stream here, we've got Milneb, Lawson, Coffee, Daddy King, and Nemeth on our cruise here this evening. If we get other crew members, we'll be able to hoik them on board. Now, in terms of influence or reputation, we're at 66%, which is great, and we're pretty much fully stored up as far as sort of auxiliary supplies and things go. In terms of the storeroom, the deck gun is fully laden with armor-piercing shells, the majority of what we can get at the moment. The galley and storerooms are full of whatever food that we can get our hands on for the time being. We did various upgrades to the ship, including increasing our our electric accumulators on the generators. Thank you very much, Mason, for the 2 years, sir. Very, very 2 years. Sorry, 14 months. Beg your pardon. Thank you very much there for the year and 2 months, I should say. Thank you very much. Very, very kind. So yeah, what did we do? We upgraded the radio. We got ourselves one of these radar detectors. We increased the armoured conning tower here to have these 2 auxiliary machine guns. Now, what I previously thought was that the machine gun operators would have to be manned by sort of captain crew, crew members. So like I'd have to have 3 officers, 1 on each of the guns. But as somebody very kindly pointed out to me, if you go on the gun and assign 2 additional crew members to the positions, the additional crew members will actually man these side 12 or 13.2mm machine guns, which is absolutely fantastic, with your officer manning the main one. So really, really powerful anti-aircraft asset, this, and an up-armoured conning tower to boot, which means you can't scoff at that. That's very good stuff. So what we're going to do then, we've got 2,000 credits remaining in the bank. Milner, we're going to get you into the officer's station. Let's have a look here in terms of food. What can we bring on board? We can take some spuds. We can take some preserved pork, like in this position. And then we should be good to go. That's all I'm going to take on board for now. So let's skip 6 hours while we get that loaded. Going to take us into sort of a late-ish afternoon, mid-afternoon. And then that should be us laden and ready to go. Let's have a word with the Admiralty with regards to our upcoming patrol. We currently have a discipline bonus because of the fact that we've been on holiday recently. So are there any orders from the Admiralty? Let's have a look here. Powerful AA on a sub sounds so weird. Yeah, it is kind of. Okay, so let's have a look here in terms of what we can do here. The North Sea is an objective that we can go to. Bearing in mind that we're basing, I believe, out of... Are we basing out of here? I forget exactly where we are. I believe we're in Bergen. I believe we're here, so the North Sea would be an area that we could go to. We could go north to the Greenland Sea. That would get us research on the G7E torpedo. So test them in action, but be aware there are still prototypes that need to be handled with extreme care. So we would get access to some G7E torpedo prototypes, which is very, very dangerous. We'd also then get the ability to go here off the coast of sort of Scotland and Ireland here, and then try and sink 10,000 tons of merchant shipping. That would get us an awful lot of influence, but unfortunately no officers to report. A bit annoying. Experimental torpedoes will be loaded onto your ship. Test them in action, but be aware that there are still prototypes in these. Yeah, that would get us 66. We could go for a very easy patrol here just to try and work towards getting an additional officer. We only need 33%, and we're not really likely to bump into much around here. So I might go for this easy AN patrol sector just because we're going to be here straight away, and it's going to allow us to get this sorted. I need to get like additional officers for the sake of research. Does this thing here just increase the research rate, or will this actually research it for me? If anyone has the game, do we know? Do we know? Because I bloody don't. If that unlocks the G7E torpedo tier 3 for me, that would be fantastic. And definitely worth it. So it's one of those ones. Does that just increase the research, or does that make it unlock? Does anyone know? If you're taking orders from German higher-ups, I assume they're all terrible. Yeah, maybe. There's only one way to find, I suppose, actually. Okay, let's do it. Let's go for the Sector AB Patrol with 66% reputation if we complete the side objective. But it says the T3 will be loaded onto your ship. Experimental versions of the T3. I think that's only if we use those. So let's select that and then go from there. So goodbye. Okay, we didn't lose any additional crew members, so we're going to wait for the skipper to get back on board. He's just walking over, and then we should be good to go. In terms of mapping out of the harbour here, we need to go all the way north to here. Now, we could fast travel there. Free space. Oh, here we go. Free space for 6 more torpedoes before undocking. Okay, so we need to free some space. We need to free space for 6 more torpedoes. So, skipper, you need to come up here, and we need to sell some torpedoes. Okay, so we need to sell some torpedoes. So we're going to sell our T2, if we can. There we go. We're getting some budget back, so I just right-click them. So let's sell... There we go. We've got a T3. Sell another one. Sell another one. There we go. Sell another one. How many more do I need? How many was it, chat? Was it 5 or 6? I can't remember. Keep loading them up. We're getting some budget back for this, which is great news, because it means we'll be able to spend it a bit later on. Torpedo 6 it was. Okay. There we go. So we've got 7,500. There we go. Land 4 hits with the prototype torpedoes. Okay. Well, we'll take them out. They're as good as anything, so let's get them rocking and rolling. Let's say goodbye. Wait for our officer to get back on deck. And then we should be good to go. There he is. We'll cast off. Milneb, coming up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's set sail. Now we need to go all the way north to the Greenland Sea and try and use these torpedoes, and that's going to be the real art here. Let's come out like so, round by the jetty, and then let's go sort of north like this, like so. We can get right up there if we can, and then just straight up there like that, and then try and find some hostile shipping. Helmsman, let us cast off then. On the 20th of January 1945, let us set sail. Ahead 2/3. Pull us out of the harbour. We are now underway. How's my day been, Harbinger? It's been a very, very, very busy day at work. Milneb, come down, use the navigation table for a short time. Nemet, load up what spuds we got there into the galley just to try and prolong our sort of food ration. How much food is actually in the galley? Does it say exactly? Galley? We've got enough food for 9 days. 37 days if we include storage. So we could probably, yeah, we'll bank off storage for a little while. It shouldn't be too bad. Nemet, I don't need you warming up torpedoes. What I do need is Daddy King down in the diesel room. Let's get him 1 additional crew member. Coffee, let's get you over to the radio station, see if there's anything to report on the blower. I think we should be fine, but we'll go from there. We're going to speed up time as we leave the harbour here, just because of the fact that it takes ages to get out of Bergen. Like, this is going to be a 10-15 minute affair to get out of here, just because the game won't let you speed up time when you're too close to the shore, but unfortunately you are only close to the shore. Dude, it's 1945. Are you aware that you're losing the war? Yes, I am very much losing the war at this point. Not much I can do about it, though. We're pretty much at the mercy of the RAF and the Royal Navy. There's very little we can do to stop the British here. Pretty much the only thing that we have at our disposal at the moment was one of our more recent upgrades, which was the anti-radar material that we coated on the snorkel so that we can run at subsurface, which I will be taking advantage of in the not too distant future. Milneb, come and get some sleep for now. We've got to keep an eye on this number. If this drops to 0, we might obviously lose our position. It shouldn't be too bad. Just going to take us a little while to get up and out of the harbour here. Seems to be going a little bit faster. Maybe that's just me. We'll run at a head standard. 14 knots is nothing to scoff at. Hope the rest of your day will be great. I hope so too, Harbinger. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be pushing out there. One of our objectives, obviously, is to sink 7,000 tons of merchant shipping. That's 1 or 2 merchant ships, which is important. Enemy trade ships, specifically. We also need to hit 4 hits with the prototype torpedoes. So what I might do here, just while we're taking our time, is I might get Nemet here to start loading up some of those T3s into tubes 3 and 4. Let's give it a try. The tube 3, can I swap them? No, I cannot. Preheating removes the chance for a dud torpedo. Okay, looks like I'm going to need to engage with at least one of these before I can load up the other ones. Yeah, doesn't appear to be working. That's fine. To be honest, what I could probably do, let's get you to change over with Daddy King in the engine room. Go and get some sleep. Nemit, take over in the diesels. Take one man with you. Let's get him some rest. Making good time as we come out of Bergen here. Will you sail to Argentina and park on the beach? I might do. Rank. I can just call you Rankley, yeah. Or Kenny, I guess. Nice. Ahoy there, Herr Quebec. Hello there, Royal. Good to see you, mate. Welcome, welcome. Currently making 15 knots as we steam away from the port of Bergen here. Getting those G3 torpedoes would be phenomenal. I can only hope that it's going to allow us to research them rather than just speed up the research. Like, if I could get access to Tier 3 torpedoes without the need of having to research it, because at the moment I have no additional officers capable of accepting research. Like, unfortunately, everyone that I have here is like, as they come. Can you load T3 in the rear torpedo area? No, unfortunately. The T3 torpedoes that I have at the moment are very much in the 4 torpedo storage area, the 4 torpedo tubes. The rear torpedoes only have T2 sort of slow electric torpedoes in them. What type of torpedoes are T3s? They are an upgraded version of the electric torpedo of the T2 class. So a T3 torpedo, if we just click Daddy King here, is an electric type, as you can see at the bottom there, G7E torpedo. These ones are G7A torpedoes, and the Tier 2s are a different type of G7. But basically the G7E is an experimental version of the poorly performing T2 torpedo, which is another electric base. The idea of using electric propulsion for torpedoes at the time was not pretty new, but the Germans hadn't really perfected it at that time. And unfortunately the T2 was not performing very well. So various experiments into trying to make the T2 torpedo run as well as they possibly could resulted in the birth of the T3. And the T3 was really a worthy sort of child for the T1. Because the T2 never really quite performed as well. It had its benefits. For example, the fact that it ran slower and with an electric drive meant that they were much harder to detect as they were coming through the water. They virtually had no sort of visual signature that they were coming towards you. Very little wake and very little noise. Very difficult to pick up on a hydrophone if your equipment was that sensitive. And so it had the advantage of a stealth kill, but because they were so slow, it made them difficult to land at sort of extreme range, which was, yeah, a lot better. Also, as Marcus puts it, the T3 was designed to explode under the keel of the ship, which was a much better way to sink it. Interesting. Right, we are nearly up and about here. We're almost out there. There's always this false bit of travel mode around here as we go north of this island, but we will get out eventually, chat. We're getting there. We're getting there. They had, by 1943, experimental T4 and T5 torpedoes that were passively homing with 2 onboard hydrophones. Very, very cool. I don't think we can get those in this, but maybe one day. Okay, then. Let's get coffee on the radio here. Let's see if there's any commands from the Admiralty with regards to our mission. There are no missions on the pipe, or on the pipe, I should say, yet. This is at 0, so let's quickly get Lawson up to deal with navigation. As we come out here into slightly deeper water, water depth is currently 21 meters or so. But what we're going to do at this point is get our Nemit here over here to spin the valves. We are going to go down to periscope depth. Lawson raised the anti-radar coated snorkel. We want to try and maintain a minimal sort of radar profile if we can, and to do that we're going to go subsurface. So we're going to run at periscope depth and rely on the snorkel to run our diesels under the water and not drown them, and also to provide us with an inlet of oxygen. So we are going down to PD. Men are on the depth steers. Felt the need to get matching hats while they were at harbour in Bergen, but what can you do? Nemit, come and get some sleep, my friend. Thank you for the effort. Nice one. Screw says, a few things wrong with the T2 are that they might just be using the same calculations as the T1, and that the ships in this game have really bad detection AI, so they don't react at all. Very possible, Screwed. It's very possibly a gameplay problem. In fact, I would almost be, I would almost guaranteed it's a problem with, like, the AI. Lovely. And down we go. Maintaining running on the diesels. It might just sink a little bit, but it shouldn't drown it out. It should be fine. Excellent. As we level off here, we are good to go. Now running subsurface. If we come over here, radar signature. Radars whose wavelength is longer than this value won't be able to detect you. So basically you need a very, very acute radar detector in order to detect us at the moment, which is fantastic. So we're going to remain subsurface and push for our objective to the north. Speeding up time. We got plenty of fuel in the diesels, roughly 1100 kilometers in terms of current usage. I mean, that's enough to do the patrol 2 or 3 times over, so we should have plenty of time here. A bug in early access, I know, right? With a snorkel, is a diesel sub more efficient than is more efficient at periscope depth? It doesn't cut through the water quite as easily. As far as I know, being on top of the water is better. There's less, like, you know, drag, if you like, from the water. So you run it a little bit faster on the surface, hence the fact that we're now only making 10 knots instead of 14. But we're really sort of focusing on detection here. That's the big point. Currently, there we go, entering the North Sea as well, which is excellent. Yeah, the big problem for us at the moment is the fact that the RAF is pretty much at the height of its power during the war here. Or rather, it's got the most capable sort of radar equipment it will see throughout the Second World War, and as a result of that, short Sunderland bombers are a real threat to us. So we need to be very, very mindful of that. Right, moving north. Again, we don't want to sink anything until we get into the AO, and that's important. Let's quickly, while we're getting up there, jump onto the radio station, see if there's anything that we can detect. Currently, nothing to report. Coffee, go and get some sleep for us. Got a radio into the AO. Noddicast, World War II U-boats were less of modern submarines. Were less modern submarines. Generally, you can say it was a ship that could dive for a short time. It's a huge difference in design and technology. It certainly is. So up we come here to the Greenland Sea, one of the more northern sectors that the game lets you patrol. Up here now, this is where we did our engagement last time. Okay then, so we are already subsurface. We've arrived. Mr. Coffee, thank you very much. There it is now. Very, very late evening on the 22nd of January. We've been on the go for, I think, 2 days to get to this point here, which is fine. Let's bring us down to a head 1/3. Coffee, come and get on the listening room. Get us here. Crew members, switch us over to the electrics at a head 1/3. Let's have a listen on the hydrophone and see what's around. If we switch to the electric generators, they're a bit less noisy and allows the sonar team to get a slightly better painting of what might be around us. The answer is fuck all. We've been running subsurface all night with nothing to detect. Sea state is very calm. Interesting. Reminder, you have T1s loaded into the breach. Yes, for some reason I cannot extract the T1s and load them with T3s. It's not letting me at the moment. So we'll have to just make do with what we have. In terms of map here, currently at 100% on that. Lawson, come and get some sleep for now there, buddy. Thanks for the effort. Not much else to say. Sea state is quite calm. Let's run us back over to the diesels for us, lads.
Kapitän.
Let's get you over on the radio room for us, please, gentlemen. Let's radio in that we have reached our destination. No reports from the Admiralty other than what we have at the moment. Currently running on the diesels. Running at a head 1/3, very slow. Let's run to a head 2/3. On diesel power. And we'll see what else is about. Let's take our depth up to, because of the sea state currently at 7. Let's run at 6 meters. Thank you very much there to Vulcan the Blacksmith. Thank you very much for 2 months, sir. Welcome, welcome. It fits because you're fully loaded, no room to put the unloaded torpedoes while you can load the others. Exactly, Marcus. So yeah, currently we're all stuffed up. Okay, nothing to report on the radio. No extra missions. Let's sleep and let's continue our patrol. Let's sort of cut right up the middle and then see what's about. Okay, let's do another check. Let's switch the ship to nighttime running. Lawson, how are we doing on this? 77%, not bad. Go and change us over to not to the pump. Let's change us over to nighttime running. Whenever you're ready, there you go. Run to red light. Coffee. Let's take us over to the listening room. Take one man with you. Engine crew, slow us down to ahead 1/3 on the electrics. Take us ahead 1/3. We'll take it easy. We'll try and listen for any hostile targets. Thank you very much there to Rassi for the 19 months. Any Vietnam today? No, not today, Mad Dog. They're doing their puzzle game. No audible shipping anywhere. Ooh. Lovely. They're coming this way. Flag and intercept marker. Right, we're running at ahead 1/3. Let's switch us over to the diesels for the time being. Just to preserve our fuel here. Let's flag and intercept course. Head 1/3, we're tracking them. Come out this way. Go. This should be a good target here. This is definitely going to be mercantile. Lovely. Okay, so they're going directly that way. There we go. We've got about... Oh, God. We are close, apparently. Go like this. Ahead 2/3. Currently running very late evening, so red light running is the way to go. Okay, Lawson, come and get some sleep for now. Doing a cracking job for us there, fella. Okay. Here we are. So they're anywhere here. They're fast. They're very fast. See, Nemit, come and get some sleep for us, please, buddy. Let's get Daddy King over here. Right. Nice one. Interesting. Switch to the electrics to reduce noise. I will do once I've made some contact. At the moment, I don't want to waste my battery. Although you're probably right, it's probably better to switch now rather than later. Okay, let's get Lawson. Let's get you up for us, please. Drop the snorkel. Crew, run to the electrics at ahead 2/3. Daddy King, get down here, make sure that we're efficient. Take one crew member with you. Coffee, we'll get you some of that in a moment. Yeah, they're somewhere down here. They're somewhere within this marker. Unknown exactly where. It's like come down here and try and intercept. We are close, according to... Oh, here we go. A JW convoy. We've got a Corvette flagged. Lovely. We have made contact, ladies and germs. Well done. We are now at alarm state. Alarm state. Right. Let's take us down to full periscope depth, please, so we don't broach. Give us an extra 2 meters on the dive planes. Okay, Nemit, let's get you a shot of coffee for now. Cabinet. Drink one of them for us. Come over here, manage the depth steers for me. Okay. Lawson, you're pretty rested. Come up to observation for me. Let's see what is about. We'll get you up on the attack periscope in the not too distant future. At the moment, let's start with what we have here. Here we go. Freighters starting to appear. Wonderful. Okay. We'll begin our target solution on this guy, but we'll see. Could just come like this. Directly south and then go from there. Currently running at 5 knots ahead 2/3. Estimated battery life is 13 hours, which is fantastic. The extra accumulator is doing well. So far, so good. Okay. Going to be a little bit of time before we need to worry about warming up torpedoes. I want to see the size of the fleet that we're dealing with. It's big. It's a big old fleet. Which is great news. They're coming right for us. We're at a perfect intercept here. We'll run ahead 1/3 just so we don't close in too close. That will preserve our battery life here. Coffee, I want you to just come and get some, if that's alright. Just take a shot of coffee yourself. I need to make sure that you're really well rested for the moment. You won't have anybody on your auxiliary position for now. Daddy King doing okay. Let's maintain radio silence for the moment. Let's not radio in our successful hit. Let's get you over on the listening room instead, for that matter. Should get you on the right thing. Let's see here. So it's currently 1, 2, 3 corvettes. Let's get you an additional crew member. Hope you get that last little bit of radio range. There we go. Okay. All stop. All stop. Air is currently running at the 54-minute mark. Okay. Visibility is not great. We are all stop. Okay. Captain, move up to the attack periscope, please. Lawson. Get you off duty just for now. Captain's going up to the attack periscope. Milneb, take someone with you. We're going to wait passively here. Can see the school of fish underneath us there. Excellent. They're going to be coming in very close proximity to us, which is excellent. It's a very good spread. Okay, let's start our workings. This C3 container ship, let's start with that. And then let's get Fellow Me Lad working this freighter when the time comes. So C3 class cargo ship. Coffee, begin your torpedo calculation. Milneb, we've got to wait for people to get a bit closer. It's currently 6 o'clock in the evening and only getting darker. We should be okay. With this all said and done, Nemet, it is now time to start warming up our torpedoes. Come forward for me, Nemet. Start warming up Tube 1. Daddy King, as there's nothing for you to do at the, in the engine room, as we are all stop, and you come forward and start warming up T2. Thank you. So far, so good. I just realised I should probably be running at red light running, shouldn't I, or blue light running, to try and preserve oxygen. Probably a bit late now. Currently got 50 minutes. Let's see if I can preserve any of that air. Up to 59. That's bought me 10 minutes. Better late than never. Okay. Anyone knows how they warm up torps? They pump it. Oh, 5 pounds from Jan.
Always have a hand of water under the keel.
A hand of water under the keel. What does it mean? Thank you very much, Jan, for the £5 there. Very, very kind. Thank you also to Rassi for the 19 months. I don't know whether I caught your sub. Mason as well. Thank you very much for the 14. Don't know whether I caught them, but thank you to the both of you there. Okay. Yep. Get you guys warming up torps. Coffee, like, can I get you with like more coffee? Can I get coffee, more coffee? Because like he's like tired. I might swap him over for Lawson based on how close people get. I'm just waiting at the moment. Very stressful for him, I'm sure. Now these Flower Class corvettes are really nasty. I'm pretty sure you Flower Class have the Flower Classes do use sonar. It's for us. Okay. Just gonna lie in wait. Currently 51 minutes of time remaining. Mr. Nemet, all of these are warmed up. Keep them warmed up. Daddy King, come and get some sleep for now, because I may need you on the engine room in the not too distant future. Oi, you Brummy, have a sub. Sorry there, have a sub. Happy hunting. Thank you very much there, NG Mac. Good to see you. Okay, so far so good. So convoys closing in, ×1 speed. Visibility's starting to suffer. Coffee really needs some coffee. Milneb, can you start working? No, you can't. Oh yeah. A destroyer. Oh, here we go. Flagship. British destroyer. Uses radar. Gotta be careful. Nice one. Thank you very much, NG. Thank you very much for the 4 months there. Hit and run or elimination. Mic cutting out. I apologise. I should speak more loudly. I'm going to go for another coffee. No, it's there to be used, I suppose. Right, listening room. Keep working your target. There we go. Oh, so good. You there, Mr. Daddy King? Come down here. Make sure all of these got warm oil in. There we go. Hey, Milneb, can I get you working this guy? Then Coffee, can I get you working this guy? Now the Destroyer is a priority target, but we'll work him a bit later. Can't you consume drugs? That's it. Good luck, Q. Thank you, Nuttycast.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Gotta go fast.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the £5 again there, Jan. Jesus. Emptying your coffers. If you fire a spread of 4, launch on A, you'll tag a few more beyond. I'd rather go for precision hits there, NG Matt. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting frigates. That's it. Oh, well, merchant ships, I guess. There we go. So far they're tiptoeing into view. Captain Milneb is currently trying to target acquire. Yeah, Captain Milneb is locked up at target A. Bellamy Ladder's locked up target B. Now, I want to wait until target B and target A are sort of right next to each other, and then I can start firing more into the rest of those merchant ships. Merchant ships are the target. Then we can go from there. Outward bound cargo, nice and juicy. It certainly is. Visibility is currently at 10%. Sonar detectability. All 100%. Surface disturbances are causing us problems. Total water depth is deep here. I need to get Lawson quickly on the navigation table. Let's get you some extra people on there. Currently the vacation is keeping us in good stead. Make sure we don't lose our position. Navigational correctness. Interesting. Fully depleted in 1 day at blue light running. So far, so good. Speed up time. Wait for them to get into the right spot. Let's fire. As soon as A gets perpendicular, or just as soon as A reaches this line, we're going to fire. Good to see you, Tate Mars. How are you? We will go like this will do. Okay. Blood torpedo tubes. Target A is the furthest one away, so we'll fire on him first. Captain, let us flood tube 1. We're only firing 1, so it doesn't matter. Excellent. Load the back-end torp. Back-end torp is loaded. Okay, firing point procedures. Target A, C3 class cargo ship. Distance to target 2 kilometers, bearing 84.4 degrees. Target is making 5 knots. Ship ready, and because Marcus is here, we're going to say shoot tube 1. He said fire. Milneb said fire. I'm sorry, Marcus. He did it. Doing great. Long live Quebec. Loving life. Work is great. Family's swell. How about yourself? Not too bad. Long day at work, but not too bad. Okay, we're going to wait for this one to go a little bit of a way out. We're going to prep on target B here. The Empire Lawrence. Let's get ready to sink this one. Get ready to launch torpedoes. Flood tube 2. Here we go. It was loss. That's it. There we go. Shoot tube 2. Excellent. Right. Nemet, forward for me. I want you loading up these as quickly as you can. Daddy King, forward. Warm up that other T1 torpedo. Forward you get, lads. Oxygen is starting to suffer. If I was to raise the snorkel,
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg zum Ziel.
probably about Okay, Lawson, release those. I'm going to try and raise the snorkel, just to try and get some air in. It's going to be quiet. Run ventilation. Ventilation's going to be too loud, Harbinger. Like, ventilation's going to be devastatingly loud. I am quite a way out though. Maybe I'll get away with it. Tube 2 loaded. Coffee. Start working this guy. Start working him, coffee. Thank you. Snowflake. We got a snowflake, chat. Ever tried doing your solutions manually? Yes, Zeno. I was terrible at it. Go. Hits are going to be coming in very close to each other. This should have been. This was a 100% chance to hit. It's missed. I don't believe it. It's missed. Okay. Well, the skipper's blind. Is this one a miss as well? This one's a miss as well. They must have changed course or speed or something. They're not aware. Oh, strange. That's annoying. You can set the speed on your T1 torpedoes. That's really annoying. It is a miss. They've been farted into the wind. That's really annoying. I wonder if they've changed the solution. Maybe I have to do something a bit more manual. Okay. Let's get back on this guy. Skipper, let's get you back on, not on that C3, let's get you back on. The skipper's still on the Empire Lawrence. Let's fire some more. Okay, these ones are still warm. Needs Daddy King preheating torpedoes. We're missing our chance here. Get up there and warm them up. Milneb, send another one. These are all really not warm. Okay, Nemeth, forward. I need you doing the forward tubes for me, please. The T3s. Get on those as fast as you can, please, lads. I think you have to increase the speed of the T1s above the lowest setting, otherwise they will miss. I think it's a bug. Is that right? But surely me manually sort of manipulating the speeds is going to, like, make it... I don't know. They did seem to be running very slowly for T1s. Why does it need to be warm? So they're less likely to be duds. Okay, so in terms of sonar solution then. We've lost visual contact on that one. But with the lowlander we have a solution on. So let's start with these two and we'll go from there. It's annoying that we missed those. That's a lot of tonnage that we've missed out on. Okay, come on lads, hurry up. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, keep getting them warm. Gonna get coffee to fire as soon as tube 1 is warmed up. Getting warmed up any second now. Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, we can always have another crack, it's true. Daddy King. Warming up torpedoes. Right. Coffee, let's send it. 2-1 is ready to go. So I can't change the speed of these torpedoes. These are set at 24 knots. So let's fire on the Empire Lawrence. Shoot tube 1. Tube 1 is away. Okay. Skipper, how are you doing on yours? Not too bad. Interesting. So far, I guess. We missed our window, unfortunately. So the T1s need to have their speed adjusted. Okay, fair enough. Those men loaded. T3 prototype torpedo warmed. Going in on this guy. Interesting. Maybe I'm too far away. I feel like I'm pretty close. I'm only 1 kilometer away. You can't adjust the speed. You can check loading of the tube. Okay, well, let's see if this works. Maybe they just changed course or something. Maybe they changed their course slightly. This one looks more promising. Eddie King. This one looks better. Yeah, this one looks better. Maybe they just changed course. Maybe I was just unlucky and caught them in a course correction. This one looks like it's going to be dead on. Oh yeah, that was pretty catastrophic. There we go, so we've got 1 hit with one of these new torpedoes. As of this moment, I'm undetected. There we go, he's gone. Right, get that loaded there. Skipper, currently 58%. Coffee, help the skipper on the Empire Lowlander. Between the two of you, you need to hike that up quickly. That's nearly completed our objective. I think for the sake of oxygen, I'm going to disengage. Back 1/3. For the sake of oxygen usage, I'm going to disengage, because I am not in a state to be prolonging this more than I need to with only 29 minutes of good air left. We'll start having problems long before that. Right, Nemit. Warm up the T3 and Tube 1. How are you guys doing? You guys are doing okay. Use the scrubber. Hole in the hull, torpedo boogaloo. I don't want it back. Literally, right, chat. The ventilation is so loud that these Flower class and this destroyer will instantly pick me out and give me a right good ribbing. I am going to disengage and come back. It's got to be the way to do it. Okay, Empire Lowlander, we'll take this shot now. Let's do it. Currently at alarm state, moving up 4 knots. He isn't changing speed or course. He's staying locked in at the moment. Let's send it. Flood Tube 2. Firing point procedures. Target A, Empire Lowlander. Distance to target 1 kilometer, 92.3 degrees. Speed is 3 knots. He's slowing down. See, look at him, the cheeky bastard. He's going evasive. 3 knots, 89%. I think that's got to do it. Shoot Tube 2. Hopefully that's enough. Right then. So with oxygen struggling, let's disengage. 2 shots will be okay for now. It's only the start of our patrol, and we could potentially shadow them. Let's keep backing up. Destroyer is coming up for us. We are visible on the sonar. Don't think the destroyer has detected us. This vessel uses radar. It's using sonar. It's it's coming. This one's going to be another hit. Going to be hit on the stern. Well, no, right at midships. That didn't look very good. Minimal damage. That's what you get when you use prototype torpedoes. It didn't even care. Right, okay, let's send another one out. We've got to sink another one. Lowlander. Do I have any more of these? Got T1s. I've got a T3 prototype. Let's get another hit out with this, because we've got to keep using these new ones. Let's flood and shoot Tube 1. Flood. Right, go. Forester's coming this way, and these destroyers are not to be trifled with. Going this way as best we can. Are we going to hit the Forester? It's just going to miss. Is he going evasive? He is, but it's not fast. Oh, is it fast enough? No, it's not fast enough. It's going to hit him on the stern. Oh, that was a big hit. That was much better. That one's put a large fire on the rear part of the deck. We've only got to land 1 more hit. Can you hurry up and help him load? Head 1/3. I want to make sure I get the kill on this thing.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Aye, aye, Herr Kaloi.
Air is starting to become a problem.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Jawohl.
Head 2/3.
Schneller, schneller!
Trying to find us. It's not taking the bait. It's not taking the bait. Damn it. Can you warm up one of those torpedoes? Daddy King? Get you over there. Air is starting to struggle here. If air is very, very critical, you have to deploy the snorkel, I know. I would deploy like something else, but it's much more likely that I'm... Let's raise the snorkel now. Let's do it. I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to do it now.
Zu Befehl.
Raise the snorkel. We're like very far away visually. I'm hoping it will be good enough. Keep on the electrics. Just got to try and get some air in. As long as we're not on the electrics, I don't think it will produce... I think as long as we're not on the diesels, it won't produce smoke. There we go. It's just getting air in. There you go. See? Excellent. That means we can potentially prolong this engagement. Now that we're getting some air in, we can prolong this engagement. Going to be fully filled in 6 minutes. Are you on silent running? I am. This guy is proving to be a real pain in my ass. I'm going to shoot him again very shortly. I don't know what they make the Empire Lowlander out of, but its torpedo protection is second to none. Very annoying. Here we go. Type 3 prototype. Nearly warmed up. Very, very. After this, we're going to have to rotate some of our crew members here, prioritising sleep. Not putting him down, but... God, get more air. Gotta get more air. Interesting. Launcher T1. No, I need to launch one more of these to complete the research. Here we go. Flood Tube 1. Firing point procedures on target A. Tube 1 flooded. Shoot Tube 1. More air. Gotta get more air. Currently moving at 4 knots. Convoy's moving at 5 knots. Bring us to a head standard. To try and match that speed. Not cavitating at 5 knots. Electrical engines, gyro compass. Would kill the gyro compass. Let's move to manual steering here. Daddy King forward from the engine room. Switch to manual steering from electric. Let's try and reduce our audio signature a little bit. Come forward and switch to manual steering. So they're going to go from the electric sort of plane controls to the manual wheel just behind them. Go, and they're going to manually control our depth. It's less accurate. It will reduce our audio signature a little bit. Close. That flower class is using... No, this flower class does not have any sonar. It is very close though. Sonar is visibility is 4%. The snorkel is just barely above the water. Milneb, down scope for us, please. Reduce the amount of visibility we have above the water. Visibility is at 4%. 40 seconds to impact. Sun's position and cloudiness is really helping us here. Where is that? There he is. He's right there. Snowflake. 30 seconds to impact. They are all... Oh, no, he's right. That's the close one.
20 Sekunden.
Don't you dare fucking broach. 4%. Right, I'm chickening out. I'm chickening out. Lawson, drop the snorkel.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Being a chicken. Drop the snorkel. Take it down. We've got enough air. It's a hit. Nice one. Serious damage. They felt that one. Excellent. Dive, adjust depth. Take us down to 20 meters. Unknown group. We've got ourselves a sink. Very nice. Got enough air to wiggle. We've got some wiggle room. Which I'm phenomenally happy about. 20 meters. Okay, how are we going to play it? Coffee, come and get some sleep for us, please. Lawson, take over on the listening room while he is out for the count there. Milneb, we are scoped down, so come and get some sleep for me. Daddy King, we've got plenty of battery capacity, so I don't need you there. I need you resting for the moment. Nemit, we could get you resting as well, as we're not launching torpedoes from this depth at the moment. We are in evasion. Everybody get some rest as best as you can, just while we get ourselves set up for the next leg, the attack. Now again, we need to be moving faster than the convoy. Convoy's making 5 knots, we are making 7. Keep moving as best we can. We completed our research and we've sunk enough tonnage to satisfy the second part of our objective, but now the sort of main priority is evading the enemy destroyers and yeah, trying to stay ahead of the curve. Now the large sort of the large electric generators and batteries that we have are the accumulators, I should say, are going to allow us to run underwater for a long time. But again, our limiting factor here is oxygen more than anything. That is where we are struggling. We've got a flower class American ship, and then we've also got a British ship as well, which is all very risky. Again, that destroyer was last seen heading our way. This Snowflake class does use sonar. We've got to be mindful of that. Resting nicely. Yeah, we can see those corvettes there. Just on the horizon, so that could be hard to know. That destroyer is still back there somewhere. Here we go, we're seeing the other merchant ships. Staying down at 20 meters. People are resting well, which is what we want. Oxygen is starting to become a problem again. With ships no longer in super close proximity, let's run us back up to periscope depth. And then let's run the snorkel again. Come on up. People need to stay off the attack periscope. Quickly, Nemit, make sure that we don't breach. Get yourself forward for me and make sure that you've got sort of a decent control on depth keeping. Hopefully we'll be okay. Manual control of the steers. There we go, make sure we do not broach. Let's get our captain forward to raise the snorkel. Important that we stay subsurface here. Very important. Raise the snorkel. I need it for air. You get on the bunk. Get detected. Here we go. Hull. Visibility. %. 4%. Air. Much air as possible. 2% visible to hostile shipping, 1% visible, 2%. Just need to scoop up as much air as I can. Fill the ship with it if I can. See the merchant ships that we're after. Gotta continue stalking. Okay. You want air ventilation in the sub. Have a guy run up and down, the wildly bashing in front of him until yeah, with a big piece of metal, that's it. It's true. You're one of the only... sorry, you are one of the only streamers playing UBOAT that knows what he's doing, more or less. Quite enjoyable. Well, thank you very much, Kralix. I appreciate you saying so, yeah. I do. Catler is memeing me on stream. I am sad. Pepe hands. Yeah, Kurt, she would come and hit him with a big stick. Oh, 10% ability. Good. What is getting me detected? Electric engine cavitation. Okay, okay. Slow us down then for us, please. Maneuver head 1/3. But cavitation. Nation's starting to drop. Gyro compass is pretty loud. Let's take us ahead 2/3. Let's get Captain to cut the gyro compass. Got to keep an eye on. Yeah, we need it cut. Need to hide. So sonar signature is now down, or audio signature isn't it? No, not on there, Captain. You keep getting sleep for us. Need you rested. Save is incompatible with the latest version of Divinity. Darn, Alex, darn. I'm surprised you still have it, to be honest, Alex. Okay. Interesting. Currently we're making 5, which is literally, as far as I know, the same speed that the rest of the fleet is making. If I hold my current course, I'll be moving pretty much directly with them. To these ships, that snowflake is really in my way. Snowflake stopping? We are full on air.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Zu Befehl.
They are all stop. They are all stop. Okay. Lawson, you've done a cracking job. Go and get some sleep for me, please. Coffee, listening room. Take one extra guy with you. Milneb, let's get you back up to the attack periscope. Take one extra guy with you. Nemec, come and get some sleep for me, please. Daddy King, you're up. Torpedoes. Let's get those warmed up. T3s, I don't have many left. Let's get them warm. We can complete the patrol and then RTB. Unfortunately, yeah, those ships have been a real bastard, unfortunately. In terms of this, Photopedia, no? Headquarters, management, no? Have a listen then. So we've got, oh my god, look at this, he's really well. He's picked loads of them out. Okay, Captain, up scope for me please. Let's get you on that freighter. Coffee, let's get you on this freighter. And let's try and get some more shots on target. Emmett's getting some sleep. Let's see how we do. Far so good. Now we've got air, so that's okay. Let's drop the snorkel for us, please. Lawson, that's on you. We've got enough air for a little while. Let's reduce our visual signature. Sonar detectability. Careful. Come after us on the sonar, we're going to be banging trouble.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Can't go much faster than this due to cavitation. More than 5 knots is really going to get me in trouble. So we've got an hour and a half of air with current crew discipline, which is fantastic. Womble is on Rising Storm 2 for your information. Oh really? What happened to the other game that he was playing with Cyanide? Did they just beat it like straight away? Interesting. I think they finished. Oh right, okay, fair enough. Cyanide left, Womble to die again. Ah, fair enough. Awesome. Right, no, Daddy. Here, I need you warming up more torpedoes, matey. Get you on that other one. Just keep using those T3s. Milneb's struggling to get a solution, but again... Oh. Who the fuck just pinged us on active? Are we being engaged? We're being engaged, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're getting engaged. Okay, we need to yeet and delete. Okay, the snowflake is closing on us. I don't know who just blasted us with active. We gotta shoot now. What are we detected on? Destroyer at our 5 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There he is. That guy? Did he ping us? Probably not. Okay, right. We need to engage this. We need to engage something. Okay. C3 tanker, blood tube 2. I've just got to shoot with what I have. I've just got to try and get another shot in and then get away from these guys. Shoot tube 2. Okay, I'm going to hold off for a tiny bit longer. Oh, they've got a fucking flare round out on us. We are getting lit up like a Christmas tree here. He's coming right for us. Yep, it's time to go. It's time to go. Right then, Nemeth to the engine room, electric. All ahead, stand us for us, please. Dive, take us down to 150 meters. Skipper, disengage from the attack periscope, please. Coffee, stay on the hydrophone, drop your additional crew member. Dive, dive, dive. Right, officer on engines, all ahead flank. Take us down. Faster, faster, faster. Spin those screws. We're diving. Go, go, go. Take us down 150 meters. Current depth. Crash diving down to 40 meters. 50. Whoa, we saw that shell go right over. Jesus. Torpedoes covered half of the distance. Aye. Keep us going down. 8 knots current speed. Keep us going. They're firing flare rounds right overhead. They come. This guy is sonar equipped, so he must be oh so careful. Okay, air is good for current torpedo evation. Here we go, star shot, that's it. Run from the snowflake. Close all... Yeah, the doors are closed. We thought of that much. A little bit of water in the bilges. 30 seconds to impact. I listen for the explosion on the hydrophone for us, please. Coffee. 20 seconds, coffee, thank you. 150 meters. That destroyer is really going to be the bane of us, so we need to keep opening the gap if we can. 10 seconds to impact. Listen for the explosion.
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloy.
Oh, fuck.
Herr Kaloy, ein Sonar hat uns geortet. Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloy.
It's a miss. We missed it. Fuck. Fucking hell. A lot more misses than there used to be. Jesus. They've made the game a lot harder. I like that, though. Right, current depth. Keep holding this way. Ahead standard. Skipper, maneuvering. Give me 20 degrees left rudder. Let's slow it down. Ahead 2/3. Let's get quiet. Dive, take us down deeper. 20. Let's go to 170 meters. Okay. So far, so good.
Jawohl.
Buffy, release your additional crew member. Stop targeting.
Kapitän.
Dangerous depth. Affirmative. Interesting. Change course for us. So we missed this target because he changed course and speed more than likely. They're shooting loads of flare rounds up and above us. Star shot rounds as they're called. Interesting. 2% sonar detectability, electric engines. I'm running at ahead 2/3. I'm slow. Discipline is holding. Release additional crew members. Right. Ahead 1/3. We've just got to slink into the background.
Herr Kaloy.
Get off of it. No, stay on there.
Zu Befehl.
Stay on there. We need to keep listening. Release him as a target.
Herr Kaloy.
Right, Nemeth. Bunk.
Kapitän. Herr Kaloy, ein Sonar hat uns geortet.
Fuck.
Herr
pinged on sonar. We're just going to have to keep avoiding them. Pinged on sonar. This is Bucko 4000. Right. Daddy King over to there. Nemit, come and get yourself a coffee. Right, Nemit, I want you here on the depth steers, just because I want you right next to these valves if we get depth charged. Just hold. Everyone hold. 0%. Lawson, get on the navigation. No, Skipper, get on the navigation tables. Right overhead. Oh, fuck. Dive. 190 meters.
Schiffsschrauben. Direkt über uns, Herr Galloy.
200 meters. Depth charges. Are they coming?
Wasserbomben.
Depth charges.
Wasserbomben.
Dive. Take us down to 230 meters. Take us down. Ready on damage control. Right. Quiet. Two, 3-0 meters.
Wasserbomben.
More depth charges.
Wasserbomben.
External pressure is 23 atmospheres. We get a leak down here, we're going to struggle.
Wasserbomben.
Depth charges.
Wasserbomben.
Help come right. 520 meters.
250 Meter.
Kapitän.
Damn it, switch to electrical steering. Improve
Bestätigt.
depth keeping.
Bestätigt.
Keep improving.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
We're below them. Oh. Fuck. Fuck.
Bereit.
Wir sitzen hier wie auf dem Präsentierteller.
Starboard torpedo launcher.
Scheiße.
Oh, fuck. That was a bad one. That is game over right there. That one's domed us. Holy shit. Right? That is good game. That is good game. I'm never going to be able to stop all of this. Right. Fuck, external pressure is 25 atmospheres. Right. Yeah, there's no saving this. This one's gone. Holy shit. Surface the boat. There's no time. We are out. Right. All I can do is abandon compartments. So, we've got loads of major leaks. Abandon compartments. That's all I can do. Lawson, no, Skipper, get here. Block this leak. Daddy King, get over here. Block this leak. Oh no, yeah, you get over here. Repair that.
Kapitän.
We've got to abandon that room. Look how quickly that ship filled up. Quickly, folks, quickly. She's sinking big time. We haven't even got to turn the valves yet. More floods in the forward compartments. Big leak there. The big leak. Oh yeah, she's done for.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloi. Kapitän.
Oh my god, look how quickly the water's filled. That is devastating. Down she goes. Wow, wowee. What a way to go. We're sinking down below crush depth here. No way we're going to get positive buoyancy. She's sinking like a stone. We're off the bottom of the needle. Holy shit. Interesting though, it seems that they've made the game harder in that the destroyers actually do something now. This is actually fantastic. My worst nightmare in 1945 colorized. It's true. Holy shit. It's a goner. Even if we could repair all of these leaks, there's nothing we could do. What's this? 43 atmospheres. Everyone's dead. Everyone is a dead man. There we go. Drowned. The hull has been crushed by the pressure. No survivors. I've ever heard of a game called Barotrauma. That's it. Quickly get to Argentina. That's it. That's quite a cruel death. Very, very nasty. Well, there you go. Like I say, we're really at the mercy of the Royal Navy there. 18 casualties. Go to the main menu. Okay, so that's the end of that run, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to start another one tonight. We've been going for about an hour and a half. I don't think I'll start it this evening, Dave. I'll give people who, on the next game, have chance to obviously come in and play this. Into the Breacher FTL? We'll see. Damn, that was fast. It was, Alex. We got owned. Quebec reads my message and changes subject. Did I read your message? What message was it, Citrus? I didn't read your message at all. Have I heard of a game called Barotrauma? Yes. Yeah, sorry, I did. I did read your message. Yes, I have read it. Or I have seen it. I've played it. It's okay. It's a pretty silly game. Right then. So Soviets playing Rising Storm. We could go and play Rising Storm, although I imagine he'll be going off in a moment. By the time we get in the server, he'll be going to bed. Let's see here. Not in the mood for Frostpunk at the moment. Let's see here. What could I play if I was going to play anything? I could just nip it there. It's a short stream, but we could nip that there. FTL Rimworld? No, I don't do Rimworld, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Let's check it out, Dinkle. We could pass you on to Dinkle. Minesweeper. Wow, quality. Star Citizen. Oh God, Freddy. Oh God. No, I think you know what? I think I am going to leave that there for tonight. It is a very short stream. Have I heard of Verdun? Yes, I have. Yeah, I am gonna leave that there for tonight. I might obviously pick it up a little bit later, but I think in the time it will take us to do half an hour of anything, it's going to be over very, very quickly. But yeah, that's I'm actually, despite getting, you know, my ship imploded at several hundred meters below below sea level, below crush level, I'm actually really happy with that, because those destroyers actually screened their fleet, which is more than they usually do. So I'm immensely happy with how the AI handled me there. I mean, that snowflake stayed right between me and those merchant ships and stopped me from getting mingling in there. So I'm very, very happy with that as a whole. So yeah, we'll be definitely playing some more of that. I'm glad that, frankly, the AI is more competent. That's fantastic news. Like, they're actually a threat now, rather than just, because that was always the thing that was like really annoying about like fucking, I don't know, like Cold Waters and stuff, is that like, I don't know, like basically the enemy ships wouldn't really screen that well. They'd just basically detect you on sonar and then drive right at you, which I guess is the right thing to do. But I don't know, like that felt a bit more organic. Like that fucking snowflake had detected me and was intentionally situating itself between me and the enemy fleet so that he could shit on our day. But I'm very happy with that sonar owned me, and that's what sonar should do to a submarine. It should absolutely own you. I have no idea how deep I was meant to be going to get away from those depth charges, but they were right on the money. So yeah, thank you everybody. So I'm going to pass you on to, let's see again. Let's just double check here. Catler is currently doing his performing arts stuff. Dinkle is playing Dead by Daylight. Saru is playing Train Sim World. I don't know how. I think Saru's been going for a while. I don't know whether she's wrapping up now. No, she's still going. So yeah, let's pass you on to Saru, who's currently doing Train Sim World. Do feel free to send her my best, and I will catch you Friday evening for some more games. Thank you everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.